Yo, what it is, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in here to another episode here on the Speedbug channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about, this is another video about maintenance, and we're going to do it on the GSXR 1000R. And we're also going to do that one, but we're going to primarily focus it on this video here, this motorcycle here in this video. And what I do pretty much after every single time I ride the motorcycle or take it out or go with it. Now, I've ridden this bike. I rode it once down the street real quick, so I didn't really have to do anything. But I've ridden it to work now, and it needs to come back in, and now I need to maintenance it. So what I do to always keep my bikes perfect and quality good, paint glycerin, wheels good, chain maintenance, all that jazz, you know, in perfect shape, is after every single time I ride it, I wipe it down. Now, there's two good things about that. And the first good thing is, obviously, your shit stays clean. You know, the bike stays clean. The second thing is that it doesn't allow it to get dirty, so nothing can really stick to it. And I'll go through the entire bike, you know, with some all-purpose and some detail spray on the paint and stuff like that, and I wax my tank, you know, maybe once a month or, you know, so like that, because this part really takes a beating, you know, from you leaning over on it and such like that. And every now and then, every 6 months or so, I'll wax the fairings or stuff like that, depending on how much road dirt or rain or if anything I get caught in it. And obviously, I've gone ahead and, you know, wiped the exhaust, wiped the engine case and stuff like that. And maybe every couple months, I'll go ahead and obviously give it a real bath with some water and soap, you know, to get the brakes and everything else like that cleaned, and cracks and crevices that just dust and dirt is where it is going to accumulate. Now for the tires, and that's not, excuse me, the tires, the rims and the chain, wipe down the rims every single time with some detail spray. If it does have grease and stuff on it, WD-40 works fantastic as a cleaner, and it's also a lubricant. However, it's not the greatest lubricant, and I've mentioned this a lot of times in my other videos. Now, WD-40 works great on your chain, but it doesn't provide a long-lasting lubricant like some Motol or anything like that, or some wax and chain grease and anything of that nature. So if you do decide to use WD-40, it will attract dirt because it does stay more on the wet side, but however, it will keep the chain clean. So at the time when you go ride it, it stays lubed. When you come back in, you wipe it down with a rag, and then you go ahead and reapply some more, and it cleans it at the same time. And it keeps the chain nice and shiny clean, also prevents it from rusting. So if you continue to just follow some of these steps, these are just some of the practices that I follow, and maybe you can relate it onto your bike, and they pretty much after that stay flawless. Numerous individuals, fans, subscribers have come up and seen my bike and seen it in person, and they're like, man, it's so much brighter in person versus what it is on camera. You know, how do you do this? How do you keep it clean? Well, I just told you my secret. There's really no major secret. You just got to stay on top of it. So I'll do a quick little time lapse here of me just, you know, wiping it down, cleaning it, just touching over the quick base. But the bike was clean, and I didn't ride it too far, so it shouldn't be too hard to actually get this joker clean. So first and foremost, we're going to do is get this thing on the motorcycle stand, on the lift here, and start wiping it down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so now she is sparkly clean. And when you get all up in those wheels and such, and you can see shiny, perfect luster, just as they rolled out from the showroom factory. And that's how she is going to stay. I am definitely going to have to get a tank bra here for this thing, because I did actually put a tiny little scratch already in my tank, and it's pissing me off already, so I don't want to prevent anything else. But the front and the back looks good. I was able to stick my hand all the way through the top to go ahead and get the top where the forks meet on both sides, so everything looks good here. And I'll get up close so you guys can see there, even in the cracks and the crevices and everything like that. So she looks good, and now she's ready to go. And then, because I'm not going to ride it tonight, which even helps better when I throw WD-40 and such on the chain, it allows it to sit and get into the actual O-rings of the chain. And you can see the chain actually stays perfectly clean, just as the day it rolled out from the showroom. A little bit of grease here and there, but that's kind of the norm. You're going to get some dirt on it, but if I wanted it to be immaculate, then of course, you know, every now and then, every couple thousand miles, I go ahead and completely clean the chain with the Moto chain cleaner, and then of course reapply some more WD-40, and she's ready to rock and roll and ready to roll out. So now that this bike is clean, we have to clean this one, and we're going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to bore you guys with the same thing, same process and everything that goes along with this bike. And that's kind of how I keep all my bikes clean. I did it with the Ducatis, I did it with these, I've done it with all my other Suzukis, I still do it with the BMW. Hey, you know, coming up here about 10,000 miles, stock chain, no tight spots, keep the chain tension and everything good. And the good thing is that when you're always on top of your chain, you can always look to see if your chain, it needs to have tension put in, have tension taken out, move the wheel back, adjust, whatever it may be. It gives you a chance to really always look over your bike, because you're always kind of detailing it, so it's kind of worked out. It's worked out for me, and hopefully some of my best practices can help you out for maybe some of the individuals that are just getting into riding. So, and for the ones that are riding, that maybe are doing something different, try something a little different. Who knows? Trust me, I still watch videos from plenty of other moto vloggers and learn new stuff every day, because every day is a learning experience, and just got to keep moving forward. But that's going to wrap it up here for today's video. If you guys like what you saw, again, more Facebook, Instagram at the Speedbug, same name. Here's YouTube, and we'll see you for some future updates and episodes here on the Speedbug channel. Deuces.